Hey folks, dude here, coming at you on of all things, Thursday, March 3rd. Besides vaping and making vapor and smoke and stuff, all that good stuff like that there is something else that comes to mind when you're, well, suffering the worst case of, well, SHTF. TOT walkie, zombie incursion, all the rest of that fun stuff, coming down the pike, crap you gotta deal with, resulting craziness and, living in the worst of times. Now, case in point, most times people would simply just go, oh, okay, well, stuff's happening. Let's just simply we'll have some standard regular old cookware and we'll use that. That's going to work just fine. Well, it won't work just fine, okay? Because number one, out in the zombie apocalypse, you're not going to have a gas stove, okay? Anything that has a non-metal handle is toast. Okay, literally, it's toast. You're gonna put it over an open flame. Bye bye. That's gonna go bye bye. And then you're gonna go, oh crap, how do I pick this up? It's not like you're just gonna go, okay, I got a spare welder here, and buzz on a piece of steel, and then you convert it over to another style of cookware. The other thing you gotta worry about is what kind of cookware do you actually have. Teflon, while this also does have a metal handle, is right flipping out. Teflon has a very, very low threshold of we're going to tolerate what you're doing to us. You get this thing hot over a fire. Number one, you're going to cook off the coating. Number two, you're going to be cooking off the coating and possibly ingesting the byproducts from Teflon. Teflon in its native state is fine. It's pretty much an inert thing. They actually put Teflon in the human body in place of, autografts, for vascular purposes, and it fits into like joints pretty good, and it does what it needs to do. It's actually a good substance. It's pretty much hypoallergenic. The body doesn't reject it. It is good in that regard. Cooking it under high temperatures, though, is not good shiznit. What's going to happen is it's going to outgas a bunch of nasty little chemicals, or it's going to outgas and go into your food by coming into burnt solution. Not good times. Now, this one I know, of course, is dirty and all, but it is, it's a homogeneous alloy pan with Teflon coating. Try to regulate temperature over a campfire does not work. Trust me on this one. So, standard cookware out the way. What is your choice? Albeit not the best thing. Number one, military surplus cookware will work in a pinch. You have, for this one at least, this one's a little sticky. For this one, at least, you have the two-compartment pen reed-like plate. It is laughable to call this a plate, though. I mean, really, truly, what I would rather have is I would rather have those military chow hall-style trays. Easiest thing in the world. They're like 4 or 5 compartment. They're not exactly the cheapest thing on eBay, but translation, it ain't wearing out anytime soon. It is rock solid. It is not going to break down. It is tough. So literally you can take one of those things, oh, here's your blah, 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 here's your other blah, 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 here's your this, that, and the other thing, and it will not ever break down. These, they're kind of like the best of both worlds, and they're go on eBay, they're cheap, they're like $5 in shipping. Case in point, this one's actually been used. Case in point, this one actually could use quite a bit of cleaning. It's kind of scruffy looking. To my eye, it is a lot nastier looking in person than it ever looks on the camera here. It needs a good scrubbing out. Now, obviously, it's seen use. It's obviously been, over a campfire. And that's something else you got to worry about. Anytime that you cook over a campfire, you're going to load the outside with soot. There's a classic old camping trick that you can do, though, is you take soap. And you just burnish soap on the outside of your pan. And it cleans all that stuff right off. Secondly, what you can do is don't cook directly over the burning wood. That's stupid, okay? What you do is you have a fire and you drag some coals off. You put that under the pan. Because coals are not outgassing smoke. They're basically just having a combined burn with oxygen and air, and it's kind of consuming itself. It's almost like charcoal. It makes almost no smoke. Translation, it doesn't load the bottom of your pan up with soot. Now, these things are pretty shallow. They're only about 2 inches deep at best. And about, 10 inches around or so. Kind of rings a little bit with my voice. But, these things are cheap, okay? Now, of that, you can also go to any of the camping stores. Around my area is a chain called REI, or Recreational Equipment Incorporated. It's a co-op. If you guys join them, you will actually get a cash back on stuff that you buy there for the purposes of getting, well, made whole again by buying stuff in the co-op. The prices there are not exactly the cheapest, but their gear is usually dead nuts. They have tons of stuff, and I can recommend them wholeheartedly. If you wish to go to their website, rei.com. I read Romeo Echo India.com. REI. I've been shopping there forever. All their stuff is good. It's not exactly always the best price, but they do have a lot of good shiznit. Now, of that thing, I can tell you most assuredly, a military contract item was pretty much bought because it was a military contract. Was it the best? No, but it's the one they got for the best price, and also it's the one that they got locked in with a contract. Is that something you really truly wish to have in your kit? Well, if you're looking for something cheap, quick, and easy, yes, it is. Don't go with standard, regular old cook pans. You will regret it. I'm going to break up on this one, folks. Eat good, keep the sun ring as always, you know, and you love it. Cooking out in the worst of times. Never a bad thing. I'm breaking up on this one, folks. See you guys.